Hi F2Ps, it's Goodfellow here from F2P.com, and today we are checking out Dream of Mirror Online, otherwise known as DOMO. It is a free-to-play Chinese-inspired MMORPG, and it's developed by Softstar. It's now published by Super Games, and it was originally released in 2005, but the game got shut down in 2012, and they recently brought it back and it's currently in closed beta, so we're doing a bit of a first look. I've had a little check around the game, having never played it originally, and I'm going to show you some of the features, show you what the game is all about. Um, they kind of previously ran a Kickstarter campaign to crowdsource to get the game running, though they were only asking for like $310 or whatever their own currency equivalent was that they were actually after. And they got like $10,000 or something like that. So they weren't asking for a lot, so I can only presume that the money that they were looking for was basically to push out updates, to keep the game running, stuff like that. Personally, it's not a good sign when a game has already been cancelled previously and then they need crowdsourcing to get it going again. So, but as you can see, I mean, it's pretty busy. There's a lot of people around. But we're gonna have a look around, and I'm gonna point out some of the things I think are cool, and some of the things that I think suck. This is a first look, so it's my first impressions, but feel free to leave me your impressions in the comments. So, logging in first, I'm going to show you something interesting. The game has got this kind of quirky anime look, but you can see kind of like, the jagged edges and kind of like the pixelation here and there. The game already looks dated. The game looks like it was released in 2005. So back then it might have been amazing graphics. Now, not so much. It's kind of a little bit weaker. But to each their own. It's got this oversized kind of like layout with items and objects. Everything seems like it's a little bit bigger than it should be. Kind of how World of Warcraft is. But yeah, so it's got this kind of like monumental kind of style. But yeah, so one of the things I want to kind of show off first and foremost is we'll go into the options. I think it was the graphics image. You've got this weird glow that you can turn on and off. So this is what the game looks without it. Looks pretty normal, I guess. And then you throw on this glow, and it just gives everything this little weird vibrance to it. It's quite nice. It feels like you're floating around in a dream, some would say. So graphically, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of dated, and there's little things like you can clip through items. I can clip through this lamppost. I can clip through people. And you can see there's like some issues with the shadows on the floor and stuff like that. Flat textures for the steps. Like I said, all in all, it's generally probably not as good as it used to be. One of the interesting things about the game is the control mechanisms that you can use. You can use WASD movement, which is what I'm currently moving now, and you use the right mouse button to kind of lock the camera, lock the mouse, and then you can move the camera around. Alternatively, you have an option where you can use left click to click around and it'll move, but we've currently got it disabled. You can either have the WASD or the left click movement. The left click movement is ridiculous. I don't know who would bother using it, because trying to maneuver through buildings and constantly clicking and changing your camera angle at the same time is difficult. Anyway, we're at level 10, and this is the point where you can pick up your first job, career, profession, whatever you want to call it. Very similar to Final Fantasy 11, where up to level 10 we've been a commoner. We've had no real skills. The only thing we've got is like a basic attack when we've been fighting anything. But hopefully this is something we haven't explored. We're going to take on our trials. So there's different careers that you can take. You can go like a doctor, a merchant, witch doctor, blade master, and then fencer, other stuff. So I'm gonna check out the swordsman. So if you want to be a swordsman, you must take the trial and let me assess your ability. Let's take the trial. It's very simple. You just have to defeat me. Oh, good lord. Running away is not an option for a serious swordsman. If you leave the dojo, you will fail the trial. Okay, it's fine. It's time to take the trial. I presume this is loading up the instance. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, so there you go. So left click, you can see I'm just attacking. And that's it. That's all I've got at the moment. And she's barely attacking me. And this is, I think she's going easy on me. For every... Oh, I must have stopped clicking. For every hit that we manage, you build up your combo. And when you build up a full bar, you can hit the combo and it unleashes a combo attack. And it builds up like 4 times to do like a pretty big attack. And there we go. So that was an easy trial. From what we've seen, the quests in the game are pretty easy, pretty basic. I mean, all right, we'll level 10, which is kind of acceptable that it would be easy, but it is your staple traditional theme park MMORPG. It is go and kill 20 of these animals and collect 20 of their bones and bring them back. That's pretty much the types of quests we've had so far. The game, okay, would you like to go to the careers advisor to change your job? No thanks. So I'm presuming, so I'm a blade master now. Okay, if you want to change jobs, go to careers. Okay, so yes, the careers dude's over there, so you can take you on. So I guess if once I start leveling up, I get my abilities maybe. Oh, what's this? Journal. Learn how to fly. Blah 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 blah. Personal quests. Okay. Just it's broken down so much. It's an odd journal. Okay. So that was a little bit of combat. The quests I find awkward. I mean, if I open the map up, there's lots of different stuff. So I've got my dojo. That's my fencer. I've done that. Have I done that then? I'm presuming I've done it. But I would have expected if I became a fencer that I would have at least picked up some skills. As you can see, you're lacking any kind of question marks and stuff. I don't think it's obvious who you need to speak to and what you need to do. That's one of my kind of bigger criticisms with this game. Anyway, so we've got different places. So we've got a mysterious elder, so I can go and speak to this dude. This is from a previous quest. And while, as you see, I've left clicked that, so it's auto tracking, and sometimes the auto pathing, sorry, it just kind of goes through everything. So I can still move my camera around and have a look around. One of the things that I think is terrible about this game is the user interface. I think it looks awful. I hate the font that they've used. I think it just does not look good for the style of game that this is. Now, whether this is for ease of localization, I don't know, because obviously it's not originally published in English. But it just looks bad. I think the windows look like something out of Windows 95, kind of really old kind of user interface Windows. The chat channel, the global chat, it looks like a Microsoft DOS prompt. It just doesn't look good. And I don't think there's any speech over the top of your head. But when you do speak to people, so when we speak, it just looks awful. It looks really cheap. But there you go. So this is one of my kind of bigger issues. So this is from a previous quest where I had to go and head to a mortuary, and there was lots of zombies and stuff there. Now, the thing is with a lot of the quests, so when I look at these, so I've got alchemy mission, drill sergeant mission. The bigger problem I have with it is that, okay, so it tells you where it is in Everson North. Okay, drill sergeant, Everson North. Okay, so this is kind of my main map now. So I'm in Everson. So if I go to Everson North, that's where it's going to take me. No, I don't want to Julia. Thank you. It doesn't feel like. See if I can't. I don't think I can check out the Everson North map. So I'm going to be going into this place, and it's not like if I check my map that it's kind of overly obvious. It's quite cluttered. It's not overly obvious what quests and stuff I've got in this area. I don't know how to check the other area to see how far away this quest is going to be. It could literally be at the other side of the map in the next zone, at which point I'd be like, well, it's not worth going there yet, but I feel like I have to go to this zone to then check it out. Now, that might not be the case. It may very well be that I'm not using it right, but if it is the case that I'm just not using it right, then that's bad design, because I've played MMORPGs for the last, oh god, I don't even know how old I am anymore. 18 years. So I've played MMORPGs for 18 years. So, and this is kind of like going back to Ultima Online, which was extremely basic. So if this is more difficult to navigate around than Ultima Online, then you know that says something about the game. So anyway, let's have a look. So where's our quest? That's the drill sergeant. So I'm presuming that is it. Now that's the quest for going to see the drill sergeant. But looking at that, I wouldn't have necessarily presumed that that's the quest, because I know I've got quest for killing wild poo poo. Wild poo poo. Excellent. So yeah, so I mean, look how slow I'm moving. This is miles away. Anyway. So yeah, another one of my issues. So the world is massive. You know, this zone is pretty big, and it just takes so. Look how slow I'm moving. It just takes so long to actually get anywhere. So that kind of bugs me. The sound. Can you hear any footsteps? Can you hear any ambient sounds of the woodlands, or any creatures or anything like that? No. You get this music playing in the background that'll stop in a minute and then start playing again. It'll just repeat and repeat and repeat. It has such a lack of finish to it that, again, if you're gonna release, they go, oh yeah, it's just restarted something. Okay, so I'm gonna kill some wild poo poo. So this is my combat. Just do this for a while. Yeah, if you're gonna re-release a game from 2005, then you kind of need to do a little something extra. It needs to be as good as the games that are currently out, surely. But I don't know. Who knows what the future of games like this are? But at the end of the day, the game got cancelled for a reason. So it's a pretty daring maneuver to bring it back out and then not really update it. I say not really update it. They might have done some tweaks here and there. I like to think they have. Now, as much as I'm kind of being negative on the game, there are some interesting features. They're not things that you just wandered into my. Let's throw a combo out. Reflex punch. Some interesting mechanics kind of later in the game. Not that I necessarily get the chance to check them out now. And that is stuff like the marriage system. You know, you can get married, and there's this relationship system, and you get benefits of being with people that you're in a relationship with when you kind of adventure with them, stuff like that. The guilds, you can make guilds, and the guild mechanics are actually pretty good. There's quite a few different options. If you actually get into a guild, I mean, it's only gonna benefit, you know, those people that do like grouping up. But you know, there's cool stuff. There's kind of like the odd guild quest. You can build your guild level up, and unlock guild abilities and traits and stuff. Oh, see now, because I'm melee, I can't. I had to wait till I got there and hit it before it actually did any damage. So this is one of the things that also is getting on my nerves a little bit. So this is the barbarous wild poo poo, level 8. Retrieve 20 wild poo poo bones. Now, what bugs me is actually, I don't know if I can I put that on my. I know you can have like your quest log kind of at the side there. Thing is though, I need 20. I have to keep checking my inventory to see where I'm at, and you can barely read the numbers sometimes. So there you go. So I've got 18, so I need 2 more. It's not like it's just a journal log and it shows you how many you've actually currently got. So this is going to give you an idea of what questing's like. And my character is supposed to float, by the way. I think it's the style of this race, and there's 4 different races that you can choose from. They all do exactly the same thing. There's no benefits. They just look a little bit different, move a little bit different. The kind of main differences comes from your choice of class. There we go. So I've got 20 poo poo bones. So let's carry on with our quest up here. There we go. He's not too far away now. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of pretty basic lay of the land. That's the thing about the game. Everything's just kind of basic. So it'll be interesting to see how successful the game is. And I'm saying I can't presume it's not going to be successful, because they've obviously kind of sat down and thought, okay, what are we going to re-release this game? You know, is there a market for it? A lot of people want to play it, but it's one of those where you think, are the people that brought it back out just players that miss it and want to play it themselves? Who knows? Okay, I've had a bit of problems recently. Do you want to hear about it? Yeah. Listen to your problems. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I come all the way over here. Did this even tell me in my quest? All quests, drill sergeant mission. Oh, form a team of 4 or more. Damn it. Okay, so I didn't even read that. So this is a group quest that I can't do anyway. So I've come all the way over here and it's a group quest. Now that's my fault. You would think it'd maybe go into like group quests. We've got all these other types of quests, but if it had gone into group quests, then that might have been a little bit better. Okay, so it's a long way to go home, but I do have a revival point penny. Oh, there we go. Counting down. And that should send me back to Everson, I think it was. I'll go and hand in the quest. There we go. So we have to hand it back into the Everson guide. Okay. Where's the Everson guide? Everson Shrine. Everson Inn. Fence qualifications. Merchant qualification. Worker number 1. Shaman qualification. Doctor qualification. Again, not overly obvious where this guide is. So unless I remember where I picked the quest up and where I initially met this person, I have no idea where to hand it in. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to use the waypoint thing then. Which is the benefit of it, I guess. There you go. It's going to take me to the Everson guide. So this is another thing. I now have no idea. Oh, there you go. Oh, that was easy. So let's have a look on the map. Where are you on the map? So where am I currently? Okay. He was there. It's just not obvious. I kind of checked everything else. It seems like you've got stuff for your qualifications. There you go. Everson guide. Hi there. Yeah, okay. I've done that. There you go. The monsters outside the city have been causing trouble. What? I've already done this. Oh, do I have to maybe? I wonder if I just drag and drop them onto them. I've already got it. I've already got the mission. How do I even hand this in? So you can see what I mean? Now that the music stops, just no sound. Return mission item. Okay, there we go. It's interesting. I've gained 5 vitamin A pills. Brilliant. Okay, I get a special title. When you reach level 10 as a commoner, you can go to the dojo and find the career advisor. He will tell you how to get a new job. I've done all this. So, there you go. And oh, look at this dude. Looks pretty much exactly the same as I do, which is weird. I'm gonna follow him around. Freak him out. I can't tell whether he's a girl and I'm a male. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. I think I've kind of given you a good idea of what the game is all about. Shown the kind of main features that I have access to. And you know, you've got the stuff, you've got gear that you can equip, plenty of gear slots and things like that. You've seen our inventory pack, quick lists, which does nothing because I've got no skills or anything yet. Action list, that's for all your emotes. Can't access the item store, I have to put a pin thing in it. What else is the skills? No skills yet, even though I thought I'd become a blade master. That sucks. So yeah, so just lots of windows, lots of stuff, lots of kind of customization elements once you get into it. So there you go. It's going to be one of those games that you either love it or you don't. It's good that you can play in first person mode, I guess. That's always a benefit, although the camera angle moving around is pretty quick. So yeah, anyway, there we go. I'm not sure how the game is going to do in the long run. It is currently in open beta, so you can go and check it out yourself. There will be a link below. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have found the video useful and informative. If so, please give us a thumbs up and a like. Hit the subscribe button and you'll find out about all our new videos as and when they are released. Sorry, we're just going through an area now where people can post their own little vendor things. You can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter at f2pcom or our official website at f2p.com. So thank you guys for watching. I have been Goodfellow. You have been you. This has been Dream of Mirror Online, and hopefully we shall see you in the next video. Bye bye!